Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas, at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the UAB Blazers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, the college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the Washington Huskies offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. He'll hand it off. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Lofting it toward the left sideline. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain. The Huskies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First and 10, looking to throw. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Trying to extend the play. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The UAB Blazers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
They stop him right at the 24.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And now the running back's got it again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's an important first down on that running play. Heading left after the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Going to try to use his legs here. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. A running play called on fourth down. The first down pickup tackle at the 45.
Chris, I'll be honest with you. I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So second down after the incompletion. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening down. Another first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it. They keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Blazers lining up here on 1st and 10. He'll ride the back again here. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. That kind of execution in the long drive, that's why this team made it in college football play.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner choosing to field this one. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Huskies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I'll tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass here on second down. And he pulls in the catch. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive. Period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw again. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Good work to get the foot down after the grab. This running back, Kirk, might have been spending some time with those receiver drills.
Yeah, as you know, Chris, these running backs anymore in college football, they are really like glorified wide receivers because not only do they have to be excellent runners, but as you see here, the ability to be able to catch the ball and then the awareness to get a foot down to be able to stay in bounds for a nice gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick grab. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's caught downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and he just did right there.
And they tack on the extra point. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. First down here for this offense. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to make a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He hands it off from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Second down after that previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
They'll run it here. Spins away from defenders.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for three? Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Blazers. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The completion makes it second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw over the middle. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Looks at the sideline. What a catch there to stay in bounds. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, and
it's caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his back. Caught. Completion. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And he's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So clearly the offense content to take this lead into halftime. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football.
The Huskies will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, UAB. It was a foot race and he won it. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Finding some room at the 25. They'll stop at the 34. That will be a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. And he lobs it deep down the middle. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the UAB offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Finds his receiver, that's enough for the first down. Tackle made at the 41, that's first down yardage. And the Blazers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
The attempt is no good. And with the miss, remain tied.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And now the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Defense is coming after him. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
We're going to throw it on third and very long. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Now the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. And the Huskies will line up to kick it away. Punter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. It's a shotgun run call. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The pass rush closing in. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And the Blazers come to the line to run the hurry up. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on third down. You got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
You misfire on the pass as time in the period runs out. We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlock, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game. Who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. There's contact on the throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's first and goal.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll try to run for the first down. brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He has first down yardage at the 46. The Huskies will come to the line to run the hurry up.
And with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What?
Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, UAB. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
They get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
If you call a quick out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. That sack makes it 3rd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's moving out of the pocket. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
The Blazers offense retakes the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. We'll see if that formula works again. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. The Blazers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Blazers. No chance to catch him. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam through like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. The pocket breaking down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, this offense has a long...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. That completion makes it second and short. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
On the ready.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game, offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff to the back. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.